All right, man. We back, guys. We back, man. Check this out, man. We had a cool event. Man. This is the Cutting the Stigma event that has and is hosting barbers to raise awareness behind black men and HIV. Dope event. We got word of it. We got wind of it. Us being a mental health platform, you talking about HIV, man. That's something that is involving mental health, man. So let's get into the conversation. We got one of the barbers, man, that's present. She's a barber, but she like my little sister. You know what I'm saying? Presenting some, introducing the others, man. Zoe is what I call her, man. How you doing, guy? Good to see you.
I'm doing good. Good to see you as well,
Yes,
man.
yes.
Always, man. The event today very informative. I ain't gonna lie. Walking in here, I learned more than enough about HIV and how it was even spread. I thought you could get it from coughing on somebody.
Yeah.
Now I know it ain't even like that. You know what I'm saying? Just how scared people feel about it.
Yeah.
The knowledge that I have leaving here today, I could tell somebody about this HIV shit now.
No doubt. Yeah.
And have them feel confident even if they had a positive result. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because you know the stigma behind it is you're gonna die if you get it.
Right.
Now
Right.
is you can live, survive, have a family, still be in a relationship.
Absolutely.
Like it's 2024 and the way that it's changed on how people's quality of life has improved isn't talked about.
Right.
So this is what this event is for. It's just because as barbers, we are the closest thing to a black man.
Y'all almost like therapists.
Right. We are therapists, doctors even.
Right.
Because a lot of us don't go to the doctor,
Yeah.
don't go to the therapist.
Right.
They come to us.
Yeah.
So with us being that so close knit to black men,
Yeah.
it puts us in a perfect position to give them that information and have them feel comfortable enough to accept it and use it, not just go through one ear out the other. So that's what the goal of the whole program is just to put black people, especially black men, in comfortable situations where they can take information and utilize it instead of just hearing about it and nah, that don't affect me. Because the main thing that stuck with me today is 13% of black people, like we're 13% in Tennessee, but we 50% of people who got HIV. That ain't good.
Wow.
That ain't good. 1 in 7 black men gonna have HIV, and I think they said 87 black women gonna have HIV in their lifetime, versus 1 in 79 for white men and 1 in 487 for white women. It's crazy. So this is just an effort to put your feet in. You know what I'm saying? Why not start in the black community with black people getting cut by black people, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So it only makes sense to start with the barbers. And I think we're going to go cosmetologists too, might as well.
Yeah. Stretching on that.
Right.
Look, Zoe, you know, me and you go way back.
Way back.
And I just sit here and thought about, I remember we went to a church event one time, and me and you was in the boat, and you said I wasn't rowing, but I was rowing. You don't forget about that. And she got on to me, man, about that. I'm like, why you gonna do me like that, Zoe?
I did. I remember that.
But on another note, let me ask you this. So how does being a barber help your mental health?
I mean, just talking to people every day and realizing that I'm not the only one with problems.
Right.
Puts things into perspective.
Right.
And then being that for other people makes me feel good about myself.
Right.
There's grown men twice my age who feel comfortable talking to me about their relationship problems, the problems they have with their kids, their mental health, their money problems. They come to me with that. So it makes me feel like, okay, I'm well respected in my community. They feel like I'm knowledgeable enough to be talked to. You know, I create such a comfortable and open space that they can come and talk to me about those type of things.
Right.
It's not every day you go somewhere and you talking to people about your problems.
Right.
You can't go to every barber and talk to every barber about your issues. So it makes me feel good knowing that my clients feel comfortable enough to talk to me about their personal issues, not just what haircut they want.
Right.
You know, so with like the program and me being in a position to help people, it make me want to work on my mental health.
Right.
Like to be that for somebody, I have to be stable myself.
Amen.
So
Amen.
not only was we learning about how to help other people, but they was also teaching us about the signs of depression, the signs of anxiety, and what that looks like, and amongst all ages, so I can recognize it in myself and in my clients.
Man, that's beautiful. That is beautiful. So look, what can we find you at on Instagram, Facebook? What can
Social media.
What can we pull up at the shop and get a conversation and a cut?
I'm at 300 Barbershop. You can see it on my hat.
All right.
That's Antioch, Murfreesboro Pike, right next door to the Publix. My Instagram is She My Barber. You could book with me, shemybarber.com. And all my Instagram, social media, She My Barber, straight like that. You're going to find me. Type that in. You're going to find me. Google, Bing, Yahoo, I don't care where you put it in. You gonna find me on there. She My Barber. I love to have you and I love to get you right, okay?
All right, that sounds good. Right. Appreciate you, Zoe.
No Appreciate you, Zoe, man. Black Men Vent 2-minute interviews, man. We out.
We out.
All right, man. We are back, man. The Black Men Vent 2-minute interviews, man. If you guys just now joining us, we are here, man, at a great event, man. Shout out to these guys, the Cutting the Stigma event. We're here, man. Great program that they're bringing awareness to Black men and HIV awareness. Us being a mental health based podcast, had to come in, man, and put our feet in there and see what's going on. We got my guy, man, another talented barber in the city. He goes by Quab Cuts. Big dog, how you doing, man?
I'm good, bro. Man, appreciate y'all letting me come on here. You know what I'm saying? Shit, all good vibes today, you know what I'm saying? Happy I got to learn a few things, you know what I'm saying? And I come out with a check, so
come on, now.
Hey,
come on, now.
It ain't never a bad deal when you looking like that.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm good, bro.
Man, let's do this, man. You can give them that mic. But man, Quab, quick question right out the gate, man. What got you into the industry? What got you in the barbershop and doing that thing then?
Well, out the gate, you know, coming from my city, from Philly, when I moved down here, I'm trying to, you know, change, get a fresh start to my life, you know, start something new. You know, I always had a fascination with hair. As you see now, I got the color and all that. But when I was young, I used to throw the little perm, the S-curl, all that. So I just I always went through a whole bunch with my hair. So, you know.
You didn't do that Malcolm X conk thing, did you?
Nah, no. Luckily, I ain't get to that. You know what I'm saying? I messed around with the little Michael Jackson Jerry curl, but that's about it for real.
Yeah. So you just always, man, just been like you said, fascinated with hairstyle, styling your hair, and kind of that thing, man.
Most definitely. So I enjoy helping other people do the same.
Talking about the event, man, that we're at, man, what did you gain from this event? I heard you guys have been here, man, for a good little bit of time today, man, but just recapping the whole event, what has this done for you carrying forward, man, into your profession?
Like Zoe said, she took it away, man, for real, but for me, it was like, you know, I gained perspective really on HIV. You know, my uncle last year around this time, he passed away, overdose, but he had HIV. We found out after he passed. You know, so being here and learning about, you know, the effects that it has on not just physical, but the mental health, you know, it helped me understand my uncle a lot more, even after he's gone, rest his soul. But yeah, it helped me gain perspective, and you know, now I feel qualified to be able to share this information with the community, you know, and with my fellow brothers. And, you know what I'm saying? So it's just a blessing in totality, you know what I'm saying? Because you gain perspective, right? Like you gain knowledge, right? You know, so it's a good thing. I definitely feel good.
So how long, Quab, have you been in Nashville, man?
I've been in Nashville going on 3 years now.
3 years? Oh, so you came right with the boom, man.
I came right with the boom.
Yeah.
Yep. I came down in 2021. I entered barber school 2023. I just passed my barber state board, and now I'm cutting over at executive barbershop.
Okay.
You know I'm saying? I've been there like 3 months now. So blessed, man. Like stuff that I couldn't even believe. Like even being here today and learning what I learned, walking away what I know now. I can't believe it, bro.
Man, I like that. I like that, man. One more question, man, before we get out of here, man. So what are your future aspirations for your business?
Really to just get better.
Yeah.
You know, continue to make sure I'm not getting content, and I keep on educating myself.
Yeah.
You know, being able to educate the people around me, and just, you know, keep growing. Really, you know, the sky's the limit. You know, but yeah, that's it. Really,
Sound good,
just
man.
Get better. Keep educating myself.
Sound good, man. Sound good.
Got a Philadelphia native, man. I'm a huge Kobe Bryant fan, bro. So I just had to put that club out there, man. So shout out to Philly, man. Philadelphia native, bro. Where can we find you at, man, on social media?
Quab Cuts, man. QUABCUTZ __, man. I post daily on there, so tap in with me, check in with me, come get sliced and diced, man.
Come get sliced and diced. We'll drop that Instagram tag right here in today's episode, man. Quab Cuts, Black Man BMVT, we out.
Most definitely appreciate y'all.
Man. Appreciate you,
Thank you, Bob.
For sure.
Yeah, man. Good interview, man. Good interview. Yeah.
Black Man BMVT, man, we back, man. Shout out to Cutting the Stigma, Nashville, Cutting the Stigma. We caught wind of this, man, and just glad to be a part of it, blessed to be a part of it. Bringing barbers around, man, bringing barbers to raise awareness behind mental health and HIV. Mental health and HIV, man, and barbers, man, do not realize how important they are in the Black community. With a chop, man, you just don't know how you looking good and feeling good. And on top of that, man, when you're feeling good, your mental health is feeling better. So with that being said, man, we got my guy. Tell the audience again your name, man, where you from, what you do, man, and how has being a barber helped your mental health?
I'm DeJuan Conley, Anointed Hands Barbershop, from Nashville, Tennessee. Proud member of Omega Psi Phi Fraternity Incorporated. I'm big on the mental health tip. Also a member of the Confess Project, where we train and learn how to, recognize the things that are called mental triggers, and to be able to identify when someone needs someone to talk to, how to speak back to them, respond, and not further trigger them. Man, mental health is big because to me, we all have it.
Yes.
It's just a matter of time before, if and when your episode goes and comes. For me personally, I've been in the industry for 27 years, licensed, and I've been doing it since I was 13. I'm a second generation barber. I learned the game by being the sweet person and dusting shirts off in the barbershop behind my grandfather and the rest of the staff at Paul's Barbershop in South Nashville.
Man, I remember Paul's Barbershop, man. See, I've been in the Ville, man, since 1982. So I remember Paul's Barbershop, man. Wow, man, that's crazy. How the dots be connecting, man. But let me ask you this, man. So with you being a barber, man, how has that not only affected your mental health, but affect the people that know you because they know they can come to you and get a cut and a conversation?
Well, personally, man, you pour out so much that for me, I like to tell all the young barbers that like to come sit down and eat with me, and pick my brain. Man, when you pour out so much, you have to have somebody else that you can go talk to.
I know you're right. You're right.
So basically, man, I just try to be a very approachable person in which I can, people feel safe coming to me. I had a situation where a guy was going through a divorce, and he really didn't know which way it was gonna take. So, man, honestly, man, I don't really take a lunch break, but at that moment, I sent out an email on my Booksy, and I told people, I had an emergency, handle. I took him to lunch, sat down and talked. Made comment the next day, said, man, I just want to tell you I appreciate you.
Come on.
Not only for the great haircuts that you've given me over 10 years, but also the words of encouragement and things that you poured into me at a very important time when I didn't know what I was going to do. I said, man, if I wouldn't have got those words, I might have made the news. And that right there let me know that the training that we get at the Confess Project and also working in the church.
Yes.
I used to work at Mount Zion Baptist Church under Bishop Walker.
Yeah.
The things that you learn and the things that you get from all of those things are what enable you and give you the power to be able to open your mouth and say what you say.
Yes.
And say it in a soft manner, because I'm a former athlete, aggressive, and like the art sports and all that.
Yeah.
So
we like the hype. We like the hype.
Right, exactly. So you have to kind of learn how to hone it in. And due to my partner standing over there, Keith Anderson, I've been able to access a lot of resources through the Tennessee Trade Show.
Yeah.
And learn a lot of stuff that helps me to put me on the back burner,
Right.
and be a person that can help, you know what I'm saying, my brothers
Yeah.
when they come in, or sisters, because we cut a lot of women's hair now too.
Right.
When they in a situation where they need some words of encouragement.
Man, you know what? And it's all about service, man. And when you can put yourself in a position where you can give back to the community, that's what makes life be life, man. You know what I'm saying? Because when you just said, when I get self out the way, then I can help somebody else. Man, we appreciate you coming, man. I know my son want to get you with the social handles and all that stuff. And I like your shirt, man. God is dope. You right.
My social media, Instagram is Anointed Hands, HAND with a HANDZ Barbershop. And on Facebook, it's Anointed Hands. I also have a shop page on Facebook, Anointed Hands Barbershop.
Yes, sir. Hey, man, we'll drop all them tags, man, in today's episode. Black Man Vid 2. We out.
Yes, sir. Thank you, bro. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate it, bro.
Just like that, man, we're back, man, getting these 2-minute interviews out with you guys. Cutting the Stigma, man. Great program.
Yes.
Make sure you guys tap in with them, man. Follow along with this episode. We'll drop some information about Cutting the Stigma, what they're doing in the community. But check this out, man. We got another barber that's here with us, man. He's going to introduce himself, man, and let us know, man, how you got to Nashville if you're not from here. But if you are from here, talk about your high school upbringing, man. Let's talk about how you got into the industry of being a barber.
Thank God. I'm Shea Buttershad here with you now. I'm born and raised Nashville native.
Word.
And how I got into barbering's always been in my family.
Yeah.
You know, my daddy cut my hair in my kitchen.
Word.
And then after my daddy, I went to my brother. He was a professional barber, but you know, he come to the house and cut us. And so I actually didn't start having a barbershop experience till I went to school.
Gotcha.
You know, we had a deep conversation, and he let me know that he started his barbershop to create a family business. And I looked at myself and I said, here I am giving all my talents and energy to some corporation helping their grandchildren out, but my brother's over here starting something to help my family out.
Right.
And I gotta
hop on board.
I gotta hop on board. I gotta hop on board the ship, and it's been a blessing ever since. And I'm so glad that I made the choice to become a barber.
No doubt. No doubt, man.
Yeah, man. So, with that being said, how does it feel, man, to be able to carry on the legacy?
Man, you know what? I feel blessed and privileged, you know, because I started to learn the legacy in school. I learned that barbering came out of ancient Egypt. You know what I'm saying? And it was a practice that the priest, you know what I'm saying? The barbers were the people that took care of the priest.
Come on now.
And, you know, Louis XIV had a black barber. You know what I'm saying? He was a mobile barber. And, you know, and all the things that went into it. So it really built me up, not only knowing where the history, where it come from, but also knowing the men in my community that were barbers and that were actually a positive influence in the community. We have so many negative stigmas and so many negative things about black men in our community. But I can say that the barbers that I know, that I've met, that I've seen, these are positive pillars. You know what I'm saying? These are real, actionable human beings that are trying to make it better for black men as myself and the ones that's coming up. So, you know, I feel so empowered and so blessed to be a part of that same line.
Praise God, man. Praise God.
Yes, sir.
Man, when you talk about, one more question for you before we get off. When you talk about barber and mental health, what's the bridge of connection between the two for you?
For me, man, barbers are your first line of defense when it comes to mental health. You see what I'm saying? People talk with their barbers more than they talk with their doctors, more than they talk with their therapists, more than they talk with their wives or their sisters. So it's like, you know, we are the first line of defense, and we have a unique opportunity to really impact the mental health of our community. And I think about how many tragic events have happened and have been perpetrated by black men because of poor mental health. You see how many people have died, how many people have been assaulted, how many people, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of tragedy because our black men have poor mental health, and I'm here to reverse that. I'm here to change that. You know, one of the things that I ain't gonna lie, scares the shit out of me. To hear, I don't want to ever hear that one of my clients committed suicide. But I've known barbers that have had that happen to them. And, you know, you build a relationship with these people. They become like family. And so I had to make a real effort to to inject myself and push mental health. You know what I'm saying? Because I want these brothers to be alive. That's it. I just want you to be alive.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
I like that, man. I like that.
Be alive, man, and not only are you alive, you're gonna be alive with a good chop.
Yeah.
Alive with a good chop, man.
Yes, sir.
Where can we find you, brother, on social media?
You can find me at Shay_Budda. That's SHEA_BUDDA_Shad. You can find me on Instagram, Rashad Donaldson on Facebook. Or come see me in person, man. 1801 Jefferson Street, Suite 209, Urban Class Barbershop, home of the Laser Line, guaranteed to get you super tight each and every time. Don't cheat yourself. Treat yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Come on, man. Yeah. And that's all on the Black Man Vent 2 podcast. Shay Budda Shad.
Shay Budda.
Appreciate you, dog. Black Man Vent 2, man. We out. Peace.
Appreciate it, man. That was good. Man, that was good. Appreciate that. Yeah, man. Hey, man. Thank you for the history lesson too, my brother. Yeah, no. Man, we back again. Black Men Vent 2. We at the say what's the event again? Cutting the Stigma. We got a bunch of barbers, man, that are here showing us how mental health and cutting hair, all that stuff goes together in the black community. Because you know how we do it in the black community. When you know your local barber knows you. It's just like family. So we got two more brothers that we have added to the Black Men Vent 2 family. My main man, Steve, I saw him earlier, big man Steve. And my man, he just told me his name. I'm getting old. Dave Lucci. We got Dave and Steve here, man. So, man, first question I want to ask y'all, man, is how good was this event today? How good was it?
All right. Well, first thing, man, I'm a part of actually putting on this event.
Oh,
praise God. So cool, let me put that out there. I'm in on the ground floor. I'm a part of the building team to build it out. That I'm the one. I'm one of the guys responsible for bringing these barbers in.
Cool.
I own a barbershop. I've been working with Cutting Out the Stigma since its inception.
Cool.
And the whole thing is, man, is we as black men, we definitely get our hair cut. We stay fresh, even if it's a bald head. We gonna get it tight, right? All right, but we don't go to the doctor.
Yeah.
Right now, Cutting Out the Stigma, it has a heavy, direct line on understanding HIV, but not only HIV, but all other male health issues. So the purpose of this right here, man, is to educate barbers with health care information, so that when they're cutting hair, you know how we get it out in the barbershop. We talk about everything.
Yes, sir.
But we need to talk about some real stuff and give out some accurate information. So we don't just want to be talking. We want to be talking about some facts. And that was the whole purpose of this training.
Yes.
I mean, I invited y'all. I just want to say thank you, but I also just wanted to rock y'all a hoodie or something since I do want a hoodie though. I just toss.
We live on the interview right now, though. As soon as we get done, I got you. You good?
She would come over here and try to disrupt. She's one of our team members. She knew I was over here on the interview. She had to come over here and disrupt.
I'm Dr. Centoria.
We know she's a doctor. She's Dr. Centoria.
I believe it right there.
I invited y'all for every reason. Just come bother me.
I got you.
Okay.
I'll come get you because Dr. Alma's going next.
Yes.
And we can get you at the end if it's fine. You've been emailing me, Jonathan. Now that we kind of got it. Okay.
Dr. Centoria has a lot to do with it too.
Oh, all right. Come on.
Wow. And she's a beginning member to a founding member of this project as well. Now, real talk though, she did a lot of work. She coordinated all these people. But bringing all these people, all these vendors and all that was all her. But I'm here now.
Right. It's my time. She did all that. But y'all talking to me now.
But I'm here now. Big Steve the Barber, owner, proprietor of the Distinguished Gentleman Male Salon Club, LLC, along with my compadre, my number 2 in command, the Dave Lucci.
You better know it. At Lucci cut my hair on all social media platforms.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, Nashville's very own.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. I like that.
South Nashville, edge. Yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah.
Well, let me ask you something, Dave. How is it working with another brother that has the same vision that you have, and y'all going at the full force? How did that feel, man?
Crazy. You hear me? Like, it ain't nothing going, you always think it's going,
everything gonna work out in his favor.
Mhm.
But you know, no matter what, like we cool.
Yeah.
But on any job, you got ups and downs. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But it take you for what however you perceive and what to do with it. You know what I'm saying? Your ups and downs. And you know, like good days, bad days. But you know, we pretty much like we've been in school, barber school with each other for like 14 years.
Yeah, I always make sure people know it's barber school.
Yeah.
We the same age.
I almost threw up. Hey man,
We went to school
this
together.
is not a
We the
comedy
same
special.
age.
This ain't a comedy special. Be truthful.
Yeah.
Barbering school.
Yeah.
14 years ago. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
But also we Aries too, though. So you know, the universe is playing a big part with that. You know, so you know how
You're connecting
to
them
deal
dots,
with each
man.
other.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
I know how Aries is. You know what I'm saying? I know when you don't want to be bothered. You know, I don't be bothered. You know, or also like it don't take like we don't really get mad neither though. So it ain't nothing like, but it be times though you like all you gotta do is say, bro.
That's the male
Just
stuff.
leave me alone, bro.
That's male
Just
stuff
leave me
right
alone,
there.
bro.
Yeah.
Just
What it
leave me
sounded
alone.
like,
You know what
really,
I'm saying?
one of them Shaq and one of them Kobe. So
Yeah.
y'all pretty good. Y'all switch them up pretty good.
Yeah,
I own the team.
Yeah.
I own the team though.
You own the team, though, right?
I hire, I foul. I take my ball and I go home. Ain't no game. All right.
Man, we definitely want to get into, man, you know, the event. Of
Mhm.
course, man, you guys are here, man, we're cutting the stigma. What did the event do to enhance you guys' conversation with other men in the chair moving forward?
Man, that's a good question. Now, you know, like I love to have fun, and when you make it light, then like, one of the things I taught today in my portion is, man, once we can remove fear, then love can move forward, right?
Come on.
So like,
Come on.
you know, in our community, man, we've been taught, especially our generation, all us old, him too,
Right.
and in our generation, man, we were guided by fear. You know what I'm saying? My mama used to tell me off the top, man, the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. The fear of me gonna keep you straight. You know what I'm saying? And
But the fear of me.
see, God first, then fear me. You know what I'm saying?
He said, get wisdom from God. He gonna tell you not to mess with me.
Right.
Exactly. So like, but especially like with dealing with HIV, man. You know, in our community, because we don't talk about nothing.
Facts.
That we need to talk about. We talk about everything that we don't need to talk about. And we get caught up in things that are frivolous, that the things that we need to talk about, we don't discuss. And because we don't, man, we losing a lot of people in this in this fight. And this fight is an information fight. I even like I've been like they enrolled me in Vanderbilt University as a CHW, a community health worker.
Okay.
So I'm like really in school, really digging in depth on this subject, man. But even I learned stuff today. I didn't even know that if you out here, you a hot girl, you a hot boy, you really out here taking chances. They have a pill for that. That you can protect yourself from catching HIV by taking the PrEP. I didn't know that. And if you catch you one,
educated me. I ain't know
that. And if you catch you one and you didn't know they was out there, they got a pill for that called the PEP that you can take afterwards if you think you might have got in contact with a bad one. So you know you knock one off. And then your boy say, man, Gary got the HIV. You know, you go and they got a pill if you do it within 72 hours that you can protect yourself. So they got some frontline stuff and some day after, man. I didn't know that.
That's the information we gonna be spreading.
You need to spread
Just like
that.
that.
Bro, you need to know that.
Like that.
What you got on today?
Yeah, that's like one of the information. A lot of the information that I learned today with that. Also, and then also learning about like the resources that us black folks have. A lot of people like I just like one on what was it called right here? Homeboy.
Oh man.
That was out here, the program where he was just
Project Return.
Project Return.
So basically he was telling me about how that's for people, you know, of course, you know, Project Return when you're getting out of jail and stuff.
Getting back into society.
So a lot of people, you know, can't get a job for their background.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And that's the main reason. They gonna give you a job, take you to your job. Even if you know probation, or you know that's another thing. You got to report to your probation officer. 3 o'clock or something. You know that mess your time up. You know what I mean? That's gonna stop you from working. He said they cover all that, so you ain't got to worry about none of that. They can put you in the house and all that. I like that.
Oh, that's a great resource, man.
I'm listening to it like I'm fresh out. I ain't
right.
But I ain't throwing rocks
right.
or nothing. But I'm like, man, don't nobody know that though. You know what I'm saying?
You know what? You and see, that's another thing, man. A lot of people don't know, but we LLC also, and we do we got a financial service going also. And the reason we do that because of what you just said. There are things out there that people can invest their monies in that a lot of people don't know about. How important is that, Big Steve, to our community, man, knowing where to put your money so that when you get older, you'll have something simple? Because right now in society that we live, they don't have pension plans for you. They don't have health care plans for you. And if you don't do that yourself, who's going to do it for you? We provide that type of information, man.
Y'all brothers turning over the dirt. But check this out, man. It's like the word said, my people perish for the lack of knowledge, right? And we being so in love as a people with flashy things, showy things, but we don't know nothing. So we can do, we can get everything P. Diddy got and they finna take it from him. Everything Kanye got and they took it right from him. So like, it ain't that man, I tell people, just turn us off like that.
Boy, look at that.
Look at God.
Black Men Vet too. We rock with the lights on off. It don't matter. Look, they say they got to clean up, but guess what? We still rocking.
We wrap it up. But look, man, like, I want to make sure that this get out there. Get out there, man. Like, they tell us to go out and get stuff, and I'm a recovering addict. I don't know if y'all can see this since they turned the light off, but I got 11 years clean, man.
Praise God for that, man.
Yeah, I got a pension in 2016.
Come on.
I ain't never had a problem my whole life of getting stuff. My problem was holding on to stuff.
Come on.
Right. So like once we get the information, man, then we can start to hold on to the things that we accumulate.
Yes.
So what you said, as a small business owner, I got two businesses, and then I'm doing this as the third source of income. Not only it's about making some money, but I'm giving back to the community. The program is given to me because, I don't know about y'all, but like now 6 degrees of separation between me, you and I and HIV. Like I got a great niece that just contracted the disease. And it just so happened that I had learned some of this information so I could settle my family down and they could be comfortable. See, man, my life is set at a place down, man, where I want peace in my life.
Thank you.
And see, all this stuff like HIV or poverty, all it does is disrupt peace. So if you understand what God said, he said you can have life, have it more abundantly, but he was talking about peace. Look, what does it say? What does it profit a man?
To gain the whole world and lose his soul.
And lose his soul. You know what I'm saying? So if you ain't got no peace, it don't matter what you have.
Big Steve, and you just said it. You can only get peace from him.
Right.
All this stuff don't give you peace. It give you temporary happiness, but it don't give you peace. It don't give you peace.
They can turn the lights off on your ass.
Look, she just told him. Look, she just told him off, did she?
We just had an example of this. Man, we're gonna get out of here, man, because as you can see, they turn the lights
trying
off
to get
on
us out of
here. Man, social media handles, man. Go one.
All right, man. I'm like I said again, Big Steve the Barber, Distinguished Gentleman Barbershop, Noneville Pike. All you got to do is head out toward the zoo and you'll find us. You can find me on Instagram, DG Barbershop 3318. DG Barbershop, one word, 3318. And you can find us on Instagram and just Steven Nelson on Facebook.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, my social media handle is at Lucci Cut My Head. That's on Instagram, should be Facebook, everything. It's not hard to find that. And I also just want to say rest in peace to Travis Shelton. I don't want to touch too much and say what happened, but I just want to say rest in peace to my homeboy, man.
Yeah, man. Man, we appreciate these brothers for coming on, man.
Steve, man. Black Men Vet 2, man. We out.
Yes, sir.
Y'all like to
come to the shop.
We back, man. We back, man. Again, guys, Cutting the Stigma. Cutting the Stigma, man, is the program that we're here a part of, man. Black Men Vet 2, y'all know who we are. Y'all know what we do. Barbers are here, man, and they are talking about and bringing awareness to mental health and HIV. I think that's important, man, especially in our community and our culture. These barbers, they've been here throughout the day, going through different sessions, different classes, learning more about the awareness behind Black men and HIV, man. I got my guy here, man. He's going to introduce himself and let us know, man, what he's doing in the city. And the first question we got out the gate, man, is what has barbering done for you?
Oh, wow. Man, barbering is taking me to places I've never been to before. Met some of the greatest people I've ever met through barbering, and helped some of the greatest people I've ever been able to help. And I've touched lives through with my hands, not physically just touching, but the connections I've made with other people, especially with other black men, other black barbers, in this industry. Like I said, I was telling y'all guys earlier, I do a show. The reason I created the hair show and brought it here, I used to travel to different shows, and I would be the only person from Tennessee.
Wow.
Now I'm going to Philadelphia. I'm the only person from Tennessee.
Wow.
I go to New York. I'm the only person as a barber representing Tennessee. I'm not paid. I'm paying to go to these places, to these different shows. And like that right there can mess with your mental health.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because you can feel like it's you against the world.
Yeah, man.
And instead of feeling like I was being attacked, I said, how can I turn the negatives into positives?
Yes.
What's the positives?
Yes. Yes.
What's the positive? The positive was I got to take some stuff that I've learned from these shows, not just skill set, but networking. I started meeting me.
Yes, sir.
I met 10 of me at shows. You know, same mindset.
Yeah, man.
Same thought process, same visions.
Yeah.
And mentally, dealing with mental health, that allows you to be able to expand on life.
So true.
Because a lot of times in this, it's like you against the world.
Yes.
You know,
Yes.
nobody, as barbers, we always ask, how you doing?
Yeah.
But not that many people ask us, how we doing?
Come on. Yeah.
And we need therapists too. So today, for this program, it was health, the community health, learning how to be a health ambassador.
Yes.
And who better to be a health ambassador than barbers? Because we touch so many people coming.
So many people.
Men, women, kids, seniors, elderly, the elderly.
Yes.
Even if you got a heart, you can, and you got time, you can go and deal with the handicap, deal with the special needs.
I like that.
You can touch so many people that in tune, they touch you.
Yeah.
So, you know, as a barber, you should realize you're a nucleus. You're the dot. You're the dot. You know, like when you do a maze, it's always that starting dot.
That's right.
So in the black community, barbers are at the starting dot. That can connect so many things that create a beautiful picture.
I like that.
You know, and so with that being said, man, that's why I do this. That's why I reach out. That's why I started having the show. I love to talk. I love this slogan. I love the title. Black men, we do vent. But we don't vent enough.
Thank you.
I say that. We vent too, but we don't vent enough. Because in our culture, in our community, it was looked at as a sign of softness, a sign of weakness, or embarrassing.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? Sometimes
definitely embarrassed.
Sometimes you're embarrassed to tell your brother that's also going through the same thing. Hey man, my wife cheated on me.
See, that's what I'm talking about.
Or hey
that's
man,
what I'm talking about.
my son gay.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm talking
and
about.
as a heterosexual daddy, how do I deal with that? That's not me directly, but those are things, those are topics that get put out there that people are scared to talk about.
That's so true.
Because we so worried about who toes we stepping on. You can't step on nobody's toes if they 10 toes down. Though.
Come on, that's right. Yeah.
Can't step on nobody's toes.
If the 10 toes down, that's right.
So you know, when you want to stand for something, when you want to help a cause, it don't take setting up a podcast like this. Like y'all set it up simple, but it's a lot that goes behind this.
It is,
and when you reach out and start getting involved in these different communities and these different events, you gotta want to know how to connect the dots. The reason, my purpose of connecting the dots for my black men, I want it to be a win-win.
Yes.
If it's in business,
yes.
You know, we got to be rich. I'm not rich in money. I'm rich in people.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'd rather be rich in people than money.
Yeah.
Because people give you love, money don't.
Yeah. That's true.
Money
That's
is
true.
transaction.
Yeah. Yeah.
People can be transactional.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
you want to deal with people that are about you and
Yeah.
about love, that care about themselves as well as caring about y'all. So man, I love this platform y'all got. Hey,
Yeah, we appreciate it, my brother.
I tell you, man, my name KG.
Yeah.
Keith Anderson. My brand is KG Cuts. Shout out to my son's travel ball team.
All right.
We're a black organization.
Right.
So that's something else.
I love it.
I'm pro-black, but I'm not pro-human.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I don't what I mean by that, I don't look at no other culture as they hating on us. Right. I just try to see how we can always be first.
Uplift ourselves. That's right.
If we running this race, how can we be first?
There you go.
So
there you go.
That's my thing. But man, thank y'all for letting me
man.
come in.
Yeah, you did your thing, man. Hey, I was gonna ask you something, but you done did it all.
And y'all can follow me on my IG is KGKUTZ. Yep. The Z is for the razor, if you know anything about a barber. And it's KGKUTZ75 on X, Twitter, however, and or you can find me on Facebook, Keith Anderson.
Got you, man. Y'all know
and you can always find me at Fade Dog Barbershop and off Mount View, 5308 Mount View Road, Sweet G in Antioch.
Yeah.
All right,
KG,
thank
man. Y'all tap in, man. Black Man VT2, we out.
All right. Dude, man. Appreciate it.
Thank you, man.
Hey, man.
That was love right now. Black Man VT2, man, we're excited to be a part of the Cutting the Stigma program, Cutting Out the Stigma program. Black Barbers, man, you've had the conversation surrounding mental health and HIV. And this young lady here was one of the connections that got us into this building and into what was going on today. It's been a lot going on. You guys have heard some of the older interviews. So let's learn who this young lady is. And as she talks more about what the program behind Cutting the Stigma was about today. What's your name? And introduce yourself to Nashville.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me, and thank you guys for being here.
Yes.
My name is Ima Ahunkai, Dr. Ima Ahunkai. I'm a physician. I specialize in infectious diseases. And the reason that we got here is because I'm an HIV physician. I worked here in Vanderbilt for several years, and I saw so many Black men coming into the hospital with HIV at late stages. Right. So much so that I was like, where am I? You know, is this the United States? Why is this happening? This is a preventable disease.
Yes.
And at the bottom of it all, we were working with the health department, doing all this work, and we said, we know, like so many things, it's our community, it's the Black community that's not getting in care. And what do we need to do? How can we find Black men? And so went with that, with StreetWorks, who was already working with Barbers, and then here we are today, basically.
Wow.
And I am so excited. I'm so excited that we were able to work together to recruit these amazing men who were here today that you've been talking to.
Yes.
They're full of energy.
Yes.
They're making me get even more full of energy. But it's as a physician, it's painful for me to say and see day after day, you know, that it's us, it's our community that's not getting this, it's our community that's not doing that. And one of the things we talked about today is that barbers are healers, barbers are leaders, barbers are trusted, barbers are, and they can get into the places where the healthcare system is failing.
So true.
And so I'm just excited. I'm excited that we can take this journey with them, that we could talk about mental health, that we could talk about sexual health, that we could talk about whatever the priorities are.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, look, we're so glad that you invited us, and we're just thankful to be a part of this movement. But let me ask you this: how important is it to get this information out in a greater way? Because that's what we're going to be a part of, is getting it out in a greater way. But how important is it? Because you just said it. This information eludes our community so much. So how important is that just to get it out farther reaching?
It's critical. It's critical. You know, so many of the conversations we were having to start out this project today in 2024, HIV is still seen as the boogeyman.
Mm.
HIV is still seen as a death sentence. HIV is still seen as something I don't want to be a part of. You know, one of the people we talked to said, just call it suicide if I test positive. When we're talking about mental health. We heard one of the young men today who shared his story talk about that after being diagnosed, just not even wanting to be here anymore. So it's critical, and I'm happy that we had, you know, a room full of open minds today who were here to soak up all this information, and we know how many people they can touch.
Right, right.
You know, and we can spread that network out, and we can spread this conversation out, and this is what we need to do.
One more question, then I'll let my son talk. But so if somebody is listening to this interview today and they were not able to be here, how could they find this information and how could they connect with you?
Yes, so we have Cutting Out Stigma is the name of the program. We have at Cutting Out Stigma on all social media handles. I go by Dr. Ima because I have a long last name, so my patients call me Dr. Ima. So Dr. Ima is my Instagram. That's AIMA, Dr. AIMA, and then my ex is Ima MD MPH. My titles. So that's how you can find me or search me on LinkedIn.
Cool. Dr. Ima. Love to see it, guys. And again, thank you for having us be a part of such a great event. Black Men Event 2. We'll see y'all later.
Deuces.
All right.
You guys are awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.